The issue I have is with a company called Lennar Homes. They built a home for me. I moved in. It wasn't ready officially to be moved in. There were problems with the heater. After enduring some temperature issues and the bill coming to cover the costs for fixing everything, they're not willing to repay me for any of the damages that were done in the house. So I bought a house here in December, and I closed on the 21st. We moved in that same day and over the weekend. In the area we live at that time, temperatures were anywhere between 19 and 25 degrees for the next few weeks. When we moved in, the heater wasn't working. The temperatures in the area were about, like I said, 19 to 25 degrees. The first couple of days we didn't really notice it because we were busy moving. So the doors were open, so no big deal. Friday, Saturday, it started to become an issue because we were already settled in the house and we were having to wear jackets and hoodies full time. We kept turning the heater up and it just wouldn't climb temperature wise. So it stayed at like 58 degrees roughly for the first 4 days. We had called the builder to ask them to come by and take a look. They looked and they said, all right, call the company that installed it, which was Tempo. So we called Tempo. They sent a guy out. He looked at it. He said, there's a part that's broken and we'll have to order it. So it'll be a few days. Okay. Not ideal, but okay, something's wrong. I don't know how it's wrong on a brand new house, but whatever. So we had to do what we had to do to survive that weekend and that week. So we had the heater running full time, upstairs, downstairs. We have a fireplace that's gas, and we turned it on, and then we just sat next to the fireplace the entire week when we were at the house. A week later, they come by, they have the part that they need. They install the part. He starts working on it again, but it's still not climbing temperature. So he tries something else. He said he had to remove some ductwork. I don't know what that really means, but he had to move some things around to get the air starting to circulate around the house. Once he did that, the temperature started to go up. We got to 62, and then he said just give it time and it should go up. So it went up, I think, to like 66 degrees is what was in the house. Much better than 58, but still not something we would want to be living in during a 19 degree outside temperature. But it was good enough to live in. So then a couple weeks went by and the temperatures were still pretty low. They weren't 19 and 20, it was closer to 30s. We still couldn't get the heater to go above 66 degrees. No matter how long we ran the heater, day and night, it's constantly going, not getting any hotter. The upstairs started to get hot, and so it was getting to 78, 80 degrees upstairs, but not downstairs. Wouldn't get any heat downstairs. So something else must be wrong. So we called them back. This is probably a week or two later. They come out and they do a balance, what they called it. He goes in and he sets some fans to run at different intervals, and supposedly that would push the heat where it needed to go. And he opened some vents and did some various things. And now, for the most part, I don't see any. Now, for the most part, we get 72 degrees, and that's what we are liking it at. But then the bill came. The bill came, and it was $217 for gas. Historically, our house gas bill is like $30. So this is alarming. I called the builder. Hey, something's wrong. I called the gas people who installed it. Something's wrong. Someone needs to figure out what to do about this gas bill. 3 weeks, no one called me back on either side. When I finally got a hold of them, supposedly they were talking amongst themselves and trying to figure out what to do. Finally, someone called me back from the gas company and they said, you need to talk to your builder because we're not going to do anything. The gas got into your house, so that's on you. The builder was telling me the gas company needs to fix it because they installed the heater. So it's faulty craftsmanship is what the problem is. So they should cover it. They said, no, they're not going to cover it. The builder said, okay, the best thing we could do is when you get your next bill, give us a copy of your next bill. We'll compare it and see what your rates are, and then maybe we'll talk about compensation. And so that's where we are now at this point, waiting for that next bill to come with the standard, I guess standard at this point, heating bill. Well, the desired resolution at this point is just for them at the end, like I said, end of February, a normal bill, for them to just cover the cost of the original bill. We're not talking thousands of dollars. This was a $200 bill, and it was more of a customer service issue than it was of anything else. Lack of response, lack of owning up to the problem that they created. So at that point, that's really all I'm looking for. The house works fine at this point that I'm aware of. So nothing other than that.